Welcome to Home Cinema and Tech Review. In this video, I'm going to talk about how much power that you really need for a professional ALR screen like this. This is a Vivid Storm ambient light rejection and it's for ultra short throw projector. And right now what you're witnessing is BioNTech Sky X20. This is a small projector, LED projector, and in my calculations and my test video, which you can watch in the channel probably, it is 150 ANSI lumen power projector. As you can see, result is not great because Vivid Storm and also many professional ALR projector brands recommending about 1,800 to 2,000 ANSI lumens of power. My early projector was Xiaomi 4K ultra short throw 150-inch projector, and I swapped it this Epson Full HD projector because the Xiaomi was having 1,500 ANSI lumen. This is 3,000 ANSI lumen. I'm not talking about LED lumens. This is 3,000 ANSI lumens. This is 150 ANSI lumens. 3,000, 150. The price difference is huge, but still you have to find yourself a good, at least 2,000, maybe even 1,800 ANSI lumen projector if you want to overcome the brightness of a room, because the projector screen prevents the reflections or ambient light reflection on the screen. So that's why you're seeing this washed out image. I'm going to open up this Epson from just standby point. This will continue its workflow. Just take a look at this. Epson is opening right now, and you're seeing the Epson visual, okay? And this is the Epson playing, and this is the Epson's beginning. Just wait a while, okay? This is Thailand video, and take a look at this. Right now the other projector is working its way out. This is basically the echo mode for Epson. Let's take a look. Picture quality. I'm going to close, by the way. Not just totally close it because I have to go back. Let's just cancel it. At the back it's still trying to project something. Let's go to the Bright Cinema. Okay, this is Bright Cinema. This is 2 times kind of like more powerful, and I'm going to go dynamic. By the way, dynamic will overexpose probably for the camera settings because camera tune for the environment. Right now you're seeing the room is quite light, and this is dynamic. This is basically a TV level of brightness. So we are not missing out from a TV. If you have at least 2,000 or 3,000 ANSI lumen projector like this. This is a bright ultra short throw projector, and this is 92-inch screen, and this image probably around 85 right now because I have to take it a little bit back because of my TV unit. I need to readjust my TV unit setup. I will create another tutorial and guide for that, but basically we have achieved TV level of brightness. I'm going to put the Epson sleep again, okay, by closing it. This is a 150 ANSI lumen projector, looks like. So do you need a powerful projector? Yes, at least certain level. And I made a dedicated video about cheap Full HD Epson 3 LCD projector. Let's just say around $300 in the second hand, maybe up top brand new $500 bulb projector. Generally, you can find $500 bulb Full HD 3,000, 3,500 ANSI lumen projectors from Epson, ViewSonic, Acer, BenQ, or Optoma, kind of like brands, and they have known brands like for a long time from the projector as a projector companies. So you can use them from ground up to project for this sort of USD ultra short throw ALR screens, and there are a lot cheaper straight projection screens for long throw projectors, so you can create cheaper but still TV level of brightness without affected from too much of an ambient light. But let me just do it again. From this, I will hit the Epsons and it will wake up. Take a look at this. I will, by the way, close this one. Right now it's closed, and Epson probably will calculate the resolution again for, let's go with 4K, okay? This is a Full HD projector, but it can play with the internal. I will review this projector later on. It can play 4K footage, just like this. So this is right now a TV level of brightness with a huge screen. So you're not going to be missing out too much. But if you are okay with the fan noise, this is okay. This is the brightest settings. But if I do it bright cinema, just dim it down a little bit, fan noise goes a long way down. But if I do it echo, you are not going to hear anything. This is my favorite, right in the middle. I don't hear too much of a fan noise, and I can use it as a TV, and it's bright enough in a bright room. So that's how it is. You definitely have to find a point level of power output for the screen that you purchase, or you're going to purchase at least anyway. So for the LED projectors, you are asking JMGO, XGIMI, is it going to be enough for the ALR? Yes, it is. If it's about 1500 ANSI lumen and above, it's going to be enough. But if it's going to be less than 1500, like 1000 for some of the LEDs or laser projectors out there for Full HD, and they are good projectors, they tend to be used in the darker rooms. Let me just close the show you the ambient light, okay? Let me just close the lights. And right now with my phone, I'm going to connect the network. This is a dark room, and you're going to see a pitch black dark screen, and it will look great. And it's now in the semi-echo mode, we can call it. Let's just go for you to, right now it's a dark room, right? Cinema mode. There is no fan noise in this mode. And I'm going to open up the hue ambient lights of the room. Okay, this is the ambient light, and quite casual usability. So you can read books where you are, if you are close to the lights. But this is a quite bit of, one-to-one talk, easy room setup, and you can use it in the lowest settings. That means you're going to be able to create a room setup with 2000, maybe even 1800 and 1500 LED lumen, ANSI lumen bright projectors, create a good image with their normal mode instead of an echo mode. Because when you go echo, it will be probably, let's just say 70%, maybe 60% power. So you have to know how much power you got from one mode to another and how much fan noise you're going to be able to live with. But if you're okay with the fan noise, you can use your projector in a normal mode for 2000, maybe 1500. But if you go 1000, you can use it like this, probably. You can get away with it. Dimly lit room, and maybe even semi-level lit room where you can eat, where you can see the other people. This is not a cinema setup. If I dial down the room, let me just dial down a cinema setup. Right now the smart light's around 50%, and it's still casual. I can see everyone, and look how it is in the echo mode. If I dim it down to a cinema setup ambient light, you can see around where you sit, but this is going to be a low lit room. So it depends on what kind of a setup that you want to achieve. If you want to overcome the room brightness, let me just open up the light again. This is a bright room, lights are open, you can easily read book and stuff, and you can enjoy this. This is echo mode. Again, it's about your projector, but that's why I've swapped my Xiaomi to Epson, because Xiaomi had 1500, this has 3000, and if I do bright cinema, it's more than enough for me because it's a big screen. But if I push the limits, I can make it even brighter with the bright mode. So it's up to you. I hope you learned in this video something. If you ever want to decide to buy an ALR, it's a good thing to buy. This is a long time investment. Let's just consider, you can swap your projector in the second-hand market. You can sell, buy a new one, buy a second-hand one quite easily. These screens are going to be staying with you like a furniture, tens of years, like 10 to 20 years. It's not like a TV. Everyone thinks about like, this is kind of like expensive. No, it's not. When you divide the number that you pay for the years, for the months, let's let's think about it. If this is around 1,500 to even called $2,000, if you divide it to 10 years, for each year, you got $20, right? Sorry, $200 for each year. Each month, if you divide it 10, at least 10, you got $20. So each day, you got how many dollars? So basically, this is not a $2,000, by the way. This is around $1,500 screen. So $1,500, which means for 10 years, 150 for each month, it is around $10. $10 is not much for a month. So by the way, you will be able to change the projector, get a better image, change it to 4K, change it to 8K, change it to full HD, more powerful one. You can play it around. So don't think it like a TV if you're thinking to buy an ALR screen, but you have to know if you're going to overcome the ambient light, it's not just about the screen. Screen will also dim the light. This is a gray, darker gray, kind of like anthracite kind of screen. So it will just dim the light a little bit. That's why the gray screens can have less gains, like 0.8, 0.85, like they're dimming it 15% kind of light. You're going to lose the light. So if you're going to use it in a pitch black room, the white screen is better because you're not going to have a problem. But if you want to get the best blacks, and I made a dedicated video because of the light reflections around you, you have to again buy a proper ALR screen to get the pitch black in the dark room. But in the lit room, this will give you way more than any other thing, because if you just look at this, if I take the screen down, just take a look at this. Screen got big because of the distance, but we are losing all the blacks, all the contrast. So you need the screen if you're going to use it in the ambient lighted room, but definitely you have to beat some sort of level of power, overcome the ambient light. I hope you learned something, and if you learned, hit the like button, subscribe, say hi, write anything at the comment section, because YouTube loves comments, and for the growth of this channel, for me to create better tutorials for you to understand the topic of home cinema with projectors and TVs and stuff, channel has to grow and get more sponsors. And hope to see you in the next video. Bye from Home Cinema and Tech Review.